All right, welcome back to the JMach Podcast out here at the Patriot All-American. Today, I'd like to introduce
Jennifer Anderson. I'm the chapter lead with Travis Manion Foundation.
And I am Sam Negrete. I am the Character Doesn't Matter liaison for the Phoenix chapter of the Travis Manion Foundation.
Okay, what is the Travis Manion Foundation, Jen?
Yeah, so Travis Manion Foundation empowers veterans and families of the fallen to build character in future generations. So what we do is we teach our veterans to use their leadership skills, and we go into schools and we teach our youth about their character strengths.
That's amazing. And I believe, if I remember correctly, you guys have an amazing ethos, if I said that properly?
We do. It's if not me, then who?
Okay, and what does that mean to you?
That means that if I don't do it, then we're going to have to cut
Then
that.
Sam's going to do it.
Yeah,
so
then
Sam, what does that ethos mean to you?
So the ethos and the saying, if not me, then who, came from Travis Manion before he left for his deployment. And he was at an Eagles game in Philadelphia, and his brother, they were leaving, and they saw these stairs. And he said to Travis, if I push you down these stairs, you can't get deployed and you won't go. And Travis said, yeah, that's true, but if not me, then who? I'm ready for the mission. I know the mission. I know my men. I'm going to go. I don't want somebody that's unprepared, that does not know the mission, that does not know my men, and they're not going to go. So how I take it personally is, if I'm not going to stand up for what's right, or if I'm not going to push forward, then who else is going to do it? So it's more of like, don't push it to a side. Don't put off what you can do today, tomorrow. Just do it today and do it now. That's how I see it.
I love that, Sam. Jen, how do you use that in your life?
I use that actually often. This sounds silly, but even when I take the dog for a walk around the corner and I see trash on the ground and I want to walk by it, I'm like, no, because if not me, then who? So I pick it up and I take it home and I throw it away. But I think I also use that a lot in my leadership skills because I probably go above and beyond sometimes, but I always feel like if not me, then who? And if that gives someone a smile or gets them to come out to one of our events and they feel comfortable, then if not me, then who?
That's an awesome example of using it in your real world life. You know, it's simple tasks like that, picking up trash that, like, seriously, if not you, then who's
Well, the
going to do it?
kids really relate to that. That's as one example that we can use with them. And they actually feel powerful. We did the Escalante school last summer, and we all went outside to do their rocks, and then the kids were all out there picking up trash, and they're like, if not me, then who? So it was like they understood what that meant.
Yeah, that statement has a huge power behind it, and I don't think we can ever truly understand what those words together mean. But as we try to figure that out, can you tell me what the Patriot All-American means to the Travis Manion Foundation?
Yeah, I'll go first on this. What I believe that what it means to more of also the Travis Manion Foundation, and also to me, it means a lot that we're out here doing things not for ourselves. We're doing it for others. We're doing it for each player here has a name on their golf bag, and it says either a first responder or a veteran, and somebody that lost their lives, and they're playing for something that's more than themselves. They're honoring a military member or a first responder because they can't do it themselves, and they're here honoring them. It's not, there's a saying that you die twice. Once in real life, you die one time. But then when we stop saying their name, that's when they die again. So we just keep saying their name over and over again and their story so that other people can also, some people relate, and then at the same time, some people understand that and they take it to heart, saying, okay, he can't or she can't be here to do this, therefore I'm going to do it to do this.
Yeah, it's amazing that these collegiate golfers, they're getting out of their golfing college element of, you know, probably having little to no cares in the world, and now they're carrying a name, excuse me, of a fallen soldier, FBI agent, EMS, police officer, and they're like I've been told all weekend is that they're giving this individual their final ride, one more tour of service, and I think that is such an amazing thing that they're able to offer not only the individual that lost their life, but the individual's family and the community around that. So hopefully it does give these collegiate athletes a better perspective of what the military is and what it offers them. Now, my next question is going to be, how has working with veterans affected your mental health? Jen, let's start with you, please.
Sure. I feel like, even though I'm not a veteran myself, that I actually find, I don't know what the right word is. I don't want to say comfort, but like I feel like I can understand them and they can understand me, because even I have my own PTSD. I have my own, I guess, trauma history. And so when I engage, it's just like I have a lot of empathy, and I can feel I feel like I finally found my group. Even though I am not a veteran, I feel like this is where I belong, and I actually feel welcome and included, I guess. And it's my way of giving back and saying thank you. But
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I do this podcast, is to share everybody's story, because you don't need to be in the military to experience PTSD or trauma or anything like that. And I genuinely feel like the way we act as adults is what we did or did not learn as a child and what we went through as a child. So how we're reacting or counteracting, whatever you want to call it, all stems from our childhood, which relates us all back to each other again. We're all in here. We all look different, but our stories are going to be so similar. At least our emotions are. All right, Sam, do you have anything to add to that?
Yes. So one of the reasons why I joined the Marine Corps was to actually help veterans. It wasn't for the money, and it wasn't to better myself. It was more of, okay, there's this community out there that needs help. They don't ask for it. Most of the time they don't ask for it, but they need help. I believe they're overlooked a lot, the veteran community. And I wanted to go out there and have an understanding of somewhat of a degree of what they do and what they've gone through. And that's why I joined the Marine Corps. I'm an active reserve. And so with that, it gives me the opportunity to, one side, see what's going on in real time, and then also use my time outside of drill periods to go see and help out veterans that are needed.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you tell me what it's like still being active reserve and learning about the mental health challenges of a veteran that you have been able to implement or potentially change ways in the active reserve that you wouldn't have had the opportunity to if you weren't part of a veteran organization?
Yes. So with active reserves, you're basically doing two careers. You have your drilling career, that's your contract that you're obligated to do. And then you also have your career outside of the drill period. So it's as like a civilian career, what you want to do on the outside of it. And just to do both gives me an understanding from the civilian side, and also gives me an understanding from the veteran side, and also people who are active duty to somewhat degree, because you have to go to the same training as active duty as well. So you understand something of what they've gone through as well, and to somewhat degree. And just to say that I'm here to help you, I'm not here for my personal gain. I'm not here for my personal interest. I want to genuinely help you. I believe that I have a calling, and that's to help others. I've always told people that since I was like in second grade up until now. And so to understand both sides, it gives me perspective on what I can do and what I cannot do.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And my final question for you too is, do you believe golf could have a positive, let me rephrase this. Do you believe golf can be a positive tool for battling mental health?
I don't know. I don't play golf, and if it were my husband with his anger issues, I'd say no. Only because he doesn't have the patience. But I don't know. I don't have opinion on that one.
I want to say it does. I want to say almost any sport can help you with your mental health. It gives you that anything that gives you a sense of purpose is going to help you with your mental health. That's why what I do with the Travis Manion Foundation, that's why I do it. It gives me a sense of purpose and belonging. And so I feel like with sports too, such as golf, it also gives people that sense of purpose, and also that goals. Their goals of to get better. All right, I want to do this. I want to do this. That would help. That does help mental health.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more, Sam. And Jen, your husband might actually get a benefit out of golfing because he can smack the ball.
Right, but I've also seen him like not hit it the right way, and
Oh yeah. When I was talking to Brandon and Scott, I told them, I was like, golf is the most frustrating, stress relieving sport you can have. Like, I may leave with my club in the tree, but I'm going home a little happier.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense, but it works out that way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you both for taking the time to be on the podcast. I appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.